I think the idea behind setting up a high-performing team is the most important thing is you really need to be working on a clear goal together. So if I think back to my own experiences, a few years ago I was leading a team, and it was very much a team of individual contributors. And they had some things in common. They were doing the same kind of work, but they were doing it for different areas of our business, and they didn't really have that need to come together. And I was obsessed with making them into this high-performing team, and I couldn't do it. 2 years later, I still couldn't do it. And I think it was because they didn't have that shared goal. That shared goal is very important. So if you want that high-performing team, set up that shared goal, set the expectations, make those expectations for that group really clear, but also be prepared to provide feedback for that group so that they always know where they stand, they know how they're doing against that. And you can create that supportive idea, that supportive environment so that the high-performing team can flourish. I think the other thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you have the right people on the team. So if you bring in people whose skills are complementary to one another, it goes back to the idea of flow. You're trying to create flow. So you have people in there who have the right skills. They're confident in their skills. They have just the right amount of challenge that you're giving them. And then they can all work together collaboratively as a group. That's when you're going to get that high-performing team. Having a culturally diverse team is so important in this environment that we're in right now. If you look at this frictionless economy that we have, the barriers to entry are so low right now. You'll have some 21-year-old kid in some country you've never heard of sitting on a computer, and they'll create some disintermediator that will literally change your entire business. In that kind of an economy, we're like the fish that can't see the water around us, right? We need to be creative. We need to think in a different way, or we're never even going to recognize those things. And we would rather be able to think creatively and come up with those ideas ourselves than have it done to us. So I think that's why it's just so important to be able to master these skills.